My name is Kalyan. I am 26 years old. I was born in Cambodia. I grew up in Cambodia for my whole life. And I just want to share what I've been seeing, how the history been changing for the last few years in Cambodia. You know that Cambodian went through Khmer Rouge and all those hard time for a little bit more than 3 years, and to see this what happened in Cambodia is like wow. And I'm really glad and happy to see lots of Cambodian people, they starting to become changing, because during the Khmer Rouge, lots of people that have educated got killed and wasn't. So after the Khmer Rouge over, only a few people that have educated. So Cambodia just started from scratch, starting from nothing to become to this point. It's just amazing. But also that this is because of Cambodian had God before the Khmer Rouge, so I can see that the hand of God is so real, that He's protecting on the Christian people, that they believe and follow Him. So example like my family background, my great grandma, she became Christian during the 1923, and it's just passing on to next generation, the generation after. So they were Christian before the Khmer Rouge, and I heard their history, how God kept them safe, how God protect them, God protection on them during those times, and not here from Khmer Rouge. And it's just amazing how every single one in my family just went through the Khmer Rouge, because of we know Jesus, and this is how that God's hand God protection upon us all the way until now. So yes, most of my family are Christian, and so that's I can say now. During the Khmer Rouge, not many people believe in Jesus, because they didn't allow to represent any religious, do any religious happening. So now I start to see more and see more. And also, even though after the Khmer Rouge, the government did not allow to have anything to do with religious, especially Christianity. And back then, it's only Christianity was like 0 point something percent. And until 1994, to what I remember, that when the government decided to allow the gospel open wisely throughout the whole country. So now I can start to see, since 1994, lots of missionaries starting to come back to Cambodia. They know that it's a safe place now, safe place to be, and then they know that, so now the gospel is open for anyone. So now since that, a lot of missionaries coming in and trying to working with Cambodian and helping them not just with spiritual wise, but more helping them give them more, equip them with their education and lots of training school. Just try to get Cambodian back to where it was, because we all during the Khmer Rouge all gone, everything gone, and none of, maybe a few just had some education to start the country. But I'm so God bless Cambodian by when Cambodians start to accept Jesus and are open and welcome the gospel into Cambodia, that I can see that it's changing happening in Cambodia. And now God bless Cambodia so much, and a lot of missionaries in Cambodia. And it used to be just one church, maybe like 20 years something ago, maybe 20 years ago. It was only one church for the whole province of Battambang. But now we have more than 100 churches, I would say, in Battambang. So you can see now it's so blessed. It's really blessing from God when we open our heart to receive Jesus, and He's just blessing us because we accept Him and welcome Him into our country and welcome Him into our heart.
Where would you like to see change in the current Cambodia?
Still a lot of places corruption, like in school it's not good. They still lots of cheating happening, and and then if you gone to school, if you pass grade 12, always like maybe most of the kids they just cheating cheating with their exam. So most of them, maybe 80% of the students, that they pass grade 12 and not know anything what they're doing. It's really sad. For me personally, I gone to grade 12 and I could not do anything because the way they taught in school, it's not good. I just don't know how we can do that, but I'm hoping that maybe after the government help, because we didn't have a lot of school, and now after the Khmer Rouge, the government trying to build lots of schools so that it's in the ridge, in the distance that we can go, so that we don't have 12 hours and hours to get to school. So now I can see a lot of school throughout the whole Cambodia, and a lot of roads happening, rebuild, refixing. From the road come to the Pay road, from Phnom Penh all the way to Thailand border. So I know that's already, this has been happening, and what I'm wanting to see that there will have no corruption in school, that they, what about the teacher, because I know that the salary of the teacher is really low, so they trying to make more extra money on the side by selling lessons and then having extra hours so that they can get paid more to what they have from their salary. Yeah, right now it used to be $30 for the teacher to teach even in elementary school or high school, and now I think their salary got up like to $50 a month. So but I think they probably do more of it, but like, they're gonna add more their salary to make it more than it used to be. So I hope that when the government make the salary higher, that will reduce the corruption in school, so that they will teach what they have to the kids and not just do it just for the hour, but they do because they want to see the kids know and get from what they teach them every day. And also with lots of orphanage kids, lots of orphanages in Cambodia. It's, I think, just a Foursquare NGO is like around 80 to 200 orphanages, and that's not including the government orphanages. That's a lot. So it shows that it's not more like, maybe some of it that the parent died, the real orphan, and half of it not. The parents could not afford to have the kids. They cannot support the kids. They cannot, to look after the kids. So they just left the house and leave their kids with their grandparents to look after them. And then when the grandparents get older and it's time for them, they cannot look after the grandchild anymore. So then they decide to send the kids to go to the orphanage. So that's why lots of orphan happening in Cambodia. And what I want to see is changing that. Rather take the kids from their family, we would maybe get a sponsor program in Cambodia, do a sponsor child. I know there's a Compassion of Canada, maybe in Thailand and in Singapore, but not in Cambodia. I wouldn't think because I don't know why it doesn't have any sponsor thing in Cambodia. I know there's one, it's called World Vision, but I'm not sure if there is involved with Christianity or not. So what I want to see is happen that maybe have a program that sponsors child and more like a Christian, so that the kids still living with their parents, and then the money that sponsor them to the kids can still enough to support the whole family. Like say we support one child, but that some of the money that we sponsor the child can help the family situation get better. And the kids can still stay with their parents, and their parents can still with their kids. So and then the kids will not have to be an orphan anymore. So that's one thing that I want to see that happen, and maybe do like a AIDS center. Maybe like build a center for AIDS, not like kids but more adults. I know the YWAM staff in Baramong, they wanted to do the children hospital for AIDS kids, but I don't know if they do the adults or not. But one thing they want to see it happen is like have a center for HIV adults to live there, so that they get a good care. They're supposed to die in the next 10 years, or in the next 2 years, but through the care and that through we give them enough care that would help them to live 20 years. That's it. Yeah. Like now, lots of AIDS people, they die not because of disease kill them, but because of the food and the stress and the not good hygiene that's lead them to death so quick. And it's in the past, in 1993 when AIDS started to come, and also in 1997 when HIV was a big thing in Cambodia. we because that when we're still poor, so nobody really worry like think about look after them, and so they didn't have any money to food to support themselves. That's why they died. Most of them died a lot during 1997 from HIV. I'm so blessed to have my own ministry at my own house, and I'm so happy. I'm really thankful that God put the heart of working with the kid ministry, that opened my own house, not my own, but opened my parents. My parents, I'm so thankful for them that they allow me to have their place to welcome all the kids, no matter what, the poor kids, the street kids, the like any type of kids, the kids that have disease, all those kind of kids that can come here and learn more about Jesus, and also have just can we even have fun. I know that lots of kids, they come here first time they want just to have fun, but like slowly and slowly they would starting to believe in Jesus, to know who God is through the people, through me, example of my example, and all through the team that come here and helping me a short term, a long term. That will change. That just planting seed that would hopefully will change their life. Like one of the girls, her name is Sophia. She just shared her testimony. Like a few minutes ago, she shared like she hated Christianity. She didn't want to do anything with Christ. She thought that Jesus just a guy, and he just the fake God, and he couldn't help us or anything. But through just coming here, the thought was just come for have fun. It totally changed her life, and now she just fell in love to come here, and she gets so excited. I'm so happy and thankful to working with these kids and see them, their life is changing. Like her life, she was just a shy person, and it's come to her life. It's totally exciting for God, for Jesus. She just come, even though she doesn't know much of English, she just come and talking to people and start to want to get to know them, and want to have fellowship, and that's encourage her walk with Jesus. So I'm through her life, through her testimony, really blessing and really encouraging to me that I'm doing it. As starting this ministry is not just for nothing, but but it's life changing in the real life of the life of Sophia, my student. So this is really great ministry, and I would not take anything to trade it by working with these kids. I know that I'm sweat everywhere. I'm smell the kids I get the smell, all smell from the kids, and sweat and everything. But I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. I'm just like I share that I work all day, but I never get tired. I just don't know why. I never get tired, and I start from my day since 6:30 in the morning, and I work with the kid all day and still have enough energy to hang out with the team. I know that this is not my strength. I couldn't do this without Jesus, but through God's strength, and God help me, He can help me to walk, to do this and run this whole ministry. And and I pray and trust in the Lord that this ministry will keep continuing to the future. I know that lots of kids coming, and I trust that through my friends in Canada helping it with the food, with feeding the street kid on Saturday, that God will bless him, and that he just himself, he's just helping by himself. He doesn't have any NGO that helping him. So I pray that God will keep sending people, touching by people come here, they were stepping in more, like into looking to the sponsor child. Maybe if they come here and they see the kids, they felt touched that they want to sponsor them. I would like to see that happen. I know that just one family in Canada that doing this, he cannot look like everything, and lots of kids here that even the neighbor kid, they need you guys help and pray to help them to get education and to help with their family. I know if the family not doing good, they cannot send the kids to school. So the thing that we can do is at least we help their family get better so that they can send their kids to school. And that I want to see that happen in Cambodia and in my community especially. That because I work with them. Yeah, thank you.